Hello, my name's Lindsay and I'm young in Northumberland.
I'm Connor and I'm the apprentice electrician of the site.
My name's Hannah. I'm the secretary on reception.
I'm Charlie, I'm the apprentice engineer. Been here for about 15 months.
I'm Craig, I am the apprentice site doctor at the site.
My name is Nikki Forster. I own a 5-star holiday accommodation business in Bolstone, about 5 minutes from L.E.A.D.E.R, the beautiful destination of L.E.A.D.E.R in Northumberland. I'm here hopefully to talk about inspiring young people.
Hello, so I'm here today with Robert at Wild Northumbrian.
Hello.
Just come to ask you a few questions about your business. Andrew, can you just tell us a bit about N.N.P.A and what you do here?
Yeah, sure. Well, we're a campsite and a bunkhouse with a self-contained apartment as well. But we also offer a facility. We have like a coffee shed where we provide food through the day for the people that visit and pass, as well as serving the people that use our accommodation here.
Okay, so the Development Trust manages L.E.A.D.E.R and Forest Park as a tourism destination, and that means working with the key partners there, so that's Forestry Commission, Northumbrian Water, County Council and the Calvert Trust.
My name's John Muggs and I have a business called Shepherd's Walks in Capricorn Mohair Socks. About myself, I live in Rothbury in Northumberland, rural Northumberland, and our business is based also in Rothbury, rural Northumberland.
Good morning, I'm here at Lazy Grace near Rothbury with John Tate. John, can you tell us a little bit about Lazy Grace?
Lazy Grace is a full-service design and marketing agency. We do a lot of website work, print, brand development.
Would you be able to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, my name's Matthew Flatt, I'm 21, I'm from Morpeth and I'm a butcher.
Hello, can you see me okay, David?
Yeah.
Right, I'm here with Gary from Kildare Observatory. He's very graciously given us a few minutes to talk about the business of running this place. I'm here with Kevin Hudson, the Customer Experience Manager for Northumbrian Water and Northumbrian Water Kildare. Kevin, could you please tell us a little bit about your role?
My role is I have a responsibility for product and customer experience right across all of our leisure sites, and specifically at Kildare I have operational responsibility for the team up there and also for the product.
I look after recreation and public affairs for the east side of North England Forest District. It's a bit confusing, but North England Forest District now covers from the Scottish border down to about Blackburn.
How did you get involved with work in here? What made you come to this place to work?
I just got offered the job here and I had an interview and I liked what I seen.
What would you say to a young person who's thinking about starting a business in Northumberland? Do you have any words of advice?
I would say think very carefully about your vision. Have vision in the first place. Research. Absolutely, research your project. Find out as much as possible from people who are in the business about exactly what's happening in the business, what the trends are, where the future might lie. Have courage and be prepared to work really, really hard. And by that I mean, you know, burn the midnight oil, 3 o'clock in the morning is not a problem if you want to succeed.
So what would you say that you specifically look for in like a young employer?
You must have a pulse.
Alright.
And I mean that really bluntly, we really want people who want to work for the Forestry Commission and enjoy the countryside. Like I say, there's so many wide range of skills within the Forestry Commission that, you know, you don't have to be someone who wants to be out at 6 o'clock in the morning getting into a really rural location. It helps. You might want to work in an office doing mapping and that's something you're really interested in and passionate about. But I think bring some passion is what I'd really say. Bring a passion for what you like to do.
What the opportunity was, and then I said I like it, and then came for an interview and I got the job. I've liked it ever since. Been here nearly 3 years.
do you have any advice for them if they want to set up their own business?
Be passionate, be inspired by what you're doing. For me, it's the actual. It is Northumberland that inspires me. For my dad, it was the colour, the light in Northumberland. It was, you know, we were drawn here all the time. We had to live here because of him. You know, that's partly why we're here. I mean, there's loads of opportunities up at L.E.A.D.E.R, loads of developments, loads of things that are going to happen there, I think, in the future.
That is our kind of ethos. That just because you're out in the country, there's a kind of an image sometimes that it has to be a certain way. So I think there is a lot of people who want something a little bit different, a little bit fresh and cool and funky. And certainly all the people that have visited us over the last 6 months have really liked it.
What advice would you give a young person who's thinking about starting up their own business in the park or near the park?
Go for it. Do your research really well first, and there's just loads of people who will help you. And I think sometimes as a young person, maybe it's a bit nerve-wracking to go and ask, you know, an older person who's running a business, you know, what they did and how they get there, and what are their figures, you know, how are they making their money. But I think it's really important that's what happens. And organisations like myself are really keen to share the information. So I've got stacks of statistics and information about how many people come, what they spend their money on, and all that. So we should be used as resources. So I was really encouraging them to do their research before they start their business, and then think really hard about what are the gaps in the market. So try not to do what someone else is doing, but do something just a little bit different.
What advice would you give to a young person who is trying to start a business in Northumberland?
Work hard, work immensely hard, have passion in what you believe in, understand the product you're in. Don't think that you know it all from the start. I always say my original business plan, if I stuck to it, I would have been bankrupt in a year and a half. Understand opportunities as they come along and take those opportunities. But actually, when something's not going right, can I go, oh, that's not going right, and move on to something else. So all the time is, you know, it's problem solving, isn't it? That's life anyway. You know, problems all the time in your business. Find that solution, understand it, but be quite firm, because at the end of the day, it's your business.
So you have this raft of tools that's available to you that we couldn't get our hands on 15, 16 years ago when we started. Following no money. So you have that. But the problem is everybody has it, therefore it's a very, very crowded marketplace. But I think just get a hold of it and do it. It's not wait for the next level. Try it and do it, make the mistakes, even if it's not great, move on, you'll learn from it.
What advice would you give to young people looking to go into the same line of work?
Just ask around, just don't be shy, just go to your local butchers and just ask, because no one, you know, you've got to apply for it, but some butchers, they don't even apply jobs, it's word of mouth. So just go to your local butcher, ask if there's anything that they need to do, and leave your number, and they'll get back to you. They really will. Just don't wait for it to come to you, because it'll never happen like that.
I've just turned 20, and when I left school 2 years ago, all I wanted to do was farming.
You've just got to pick a project that you're really happy with, and you think it's gonna work. I mean, the thing is not just picking a project for picking a project's sake to give yourself some sort of meaning, but it's finding something that has a use that people are going to want, and then really not giving until you get it. And that's the really important thing, is that nobody's going to give it to you for free. You're going to have to work jolly hard to make things happen. I mean, the effort and work and commitment I've put into this observatory took 14 years of my life, and you don't let go, and you've got to be driven if you wanted to achieve. I guess the things that I used to ask myself when I was younger is that, why am I doing what I want to do? And the answer normally is, it's in myself. It's a reason that I hold why I'm not achieving what I want to achieve. So if you're not doing anything, like if you want something in your life and it's not really quite happening, then you have to ask yourself, why is it not happening? And pretty much 9 times out of 10 you'll find the problem lies with yours truly. I'm very passionate about the North East of England, and it's a tremendous area. Yeah. And I think what people don't always realise is what opportunities are on their doorstep.
Pretty much everyone that's here gets training of one kind or another. There's an element of training for every job.
So I'm particularly interested in local training for local people to enable them to step into rural pursuits, rural careers that aren't just classic rural careers, agriculture.
The other thing is that it may be a bit nerve-wracking if you think about competition, but for me it's all working together. We're creating a market actually here. You say, right, this is what we're going to do. We think it's going to work because it works elsewhere, but Northumberland has so much space and scope anyway, let's do it. I've got, ooh, there's someone else wanting to do that. Well, actually that's fine, because we can reciprocate business, but with L.E.A.D.E.R. Yes, they're a camping place, you know, but, you know, people can come back next year and we'll work together. And Twitter's great for that, Facebook's great for that, because then you feel you're not isolated and fending people off. You're really, there's a sense of working as a community.
That was our main ethos right from the start, that we really believe if you're part of a community then you have to involve as many people locally as possible.
I'm actually not from the North East, but I've been here for 18 years now, so I love the place. I'm quite passionate about the place. I think, I say potential is there, you know, it is. You know, I work with a lot of journalists and they can say, wow, I didn't know this was here. Do you know, these are national, international journalists who take a walk on the Chewy Hills and they go, oh, wow, this is fantastic, this is wilderness.
Oh, that's it.